We're gonna be reading the Ghost of Heaven's continuation, but like we're gonna be reading for 20 minutes. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so we can do more videos like this. And yo, let's get straight into this. We gotta start the clock. All right, 20 minutes starting now. All right, chapter 4. As the firelight dies, they make ready. There will be no sleep. Spears are reshaped, hardened in the fire ash. The spear throwers checked here, a new one is made. Pitch and cord blindstone the shafts. A splinter of flint with fresh cut edge. An arrow gut is plugged across a new bow back. It takes strong shoulders to bend it, but then the people are strong. The strongest will cross the water. The night, dark water with half moon light their way across the great lake to the plains where all dawn. The deer will be waiting unaware. They are waiting to die, and there he is, the one who will go to the caves. He is old and almost the oldest of them all. So will the last time in the caves. So it will be his last time in the caves, and he must take another, who will become what he has been. It is his choice, the one who goes to the caves. It is his choice to choose anew, and she wants it to be her. She knows what he does. She knows why he does it. This is something they all know. The magic made as the hunt begins. From the high cave mouth, the plains are across the Great Lakes. From the high cave mouth, the beast can be seen. As the hunt begins, the one who goes to the cave must enter the dark and make magic on the walls. The magic that makes the arrow fly farther. The spear thrusts deeper and the beast die quicker. And she wants it to be her. She knows it should be her, so she waits. While she should be working and watching him, hoping he will turn to her. Come to her and say, "You girl, come with me to the high, dark cave, and I'll show you how to make the magic." She waits, the stick in her hand, the small dry stick, and how she makes another mark in the dust. A hump, a long curve, a flick at the front for antlers, a beast, a deer, a stag. In their 3 lines, she has seen what he does. How does he draw the shapes in the sand? And when no one is looking, how he does it. Again and again till this line is good and the beast is real. There is a small sound behind her, and the one who will lead the hunt is there. He sees what she's done and kicks at the sand. He lifts his fist and she hides her head. But he does not strike. He does not need to, for she knows it is wrong. The marks are not for the sand. The marks are for the dark, and only he goes to the cave should make magic. The one who will lead the hunt is angry, but he has more to do than punish girls who are not yet giving children. He leaves in his place, come to the one who does the telling. The one who does the telling points at the dust where her lines lay. He nods, she smiles. He sits beside her. He tells her a tale, a strong old tale, about the making of magic and how it is done. And must he done well up there, high up there in the hanging dark. How the magic is made to make them fall from the arrow strike. For now it's time for hunting. At dawn on the plains. She listens, and she understands. She understands the tell, but she knows why the one who does the telling has the name. And his name means weaver of words. Sentinel of speech. Let me see how to say this word. It's sentinel. Sentinel. I got it right. Sentinel of speech. Speaking with the divine, speaking with the blinding, saving light, divine magic in the dark. That is what his name means. He puts the stick back in her hand, pushes the end onto the dust by the firelight. Make, he says, so with one eye on he who leads the hunt, she makes. It is time to go. Chapter 5. The leaf fall night is nearly done, and the lake must be crossed, and the cliffs must be cliffed before the dawn of the sun. He chooses to lead the hunt, points at he who goes to the cave. Choose, he says. So she stands with the other, as the ones who goes to the cave looks from face to face, trying to see, trying to find something. He falls. He walks slowly around, the fire almost gone now. He stops by a boy, then moves on. He stops and looks hard into the eyes of a girl who's not her. Moves on, he is in front of her. He looks into her eyes. Her heart beats hard. She opens her mouth. She wants to say, "Take me with you. Take me to the high, dark caves, and I will make magic like you." He takes one last look, then he turns away and goes back to the boy. His hand touches his shoulder, and then one who goes to the cave has made his choice. His hand touches his shoulder, and the one who goes to the cave has made his choice. Her head hangs, and her heart is angry. Then the one who goes to the cave comes back, shoves her shoulder so she swoops before him. He reaches to the fridge, to the fire edges, and takes burned wood, puts it in her hand. Carry, he says. She knows she has been chosen. Chosen not to make magic, not to go into the caves, not to go into the dark and make magic. She has been chosen to carry. There will be paint and wreaths and torches for her fire, and bough for protection from beasts, and she will carry while they climb free. Chapter 6. Those who will cross the water have left, leaving her the boy and the ones who goes to the cave. They don't seem to notice her. They have forgotten she exists, and now she is ready with a basket, and the basket reads, "Hollow the rock that burns to the red. Charcoal from the fire ash, the things to make fire. He who leads the hunt has given her a bow with more than one arrow, long feathered shafts, which she will use before the dark is done." Chapter 7. At the water's edge, the great lakes wait, lapping lazily against the shore, against the shins of the people as they climb board the canoes. These boats are old, but they have made their journey many times, and the people believe in their boats. They push out, climb aboard, four to a canoe, one in front to see, two in the middle to paddle, one to carry the weapons they will need to kill the beast. The half moonlight guides their way. The night air is wet and cool, and they shiver from the air on their skin. Their fur lies on the ground far behind them. Fur wet is heavy and colder than nothing at all, but they shiver at the air strokes of their skin. Soon, the two who pedal will be warm from their work, while the others will feel the cold all the way to their far shore. The far shore half a night away. Paddles dip silently, unseen. Each stroke leaves twin spirals spinning in the water behind. In push out, twin spinning spirals in the night dark water. Chapter 8. She watches the one who goes to the cave, pulls off his fur. He points at the boy who does the same. They turn and look at her just once. He who goes to the cave gestures now, and her fur falls to the ground. He who goes to the cave nods, grunts, satisfied. he points to the things she will carry, turns and walks into the night forest. Under the cliffs that hang high above them, and the boats and the beasts, and the lakes and everything. And he who goes to the cave leads the way, with the blue gray light by which to see. He knows the way because he has made it his own. It has become his. Till now, when he hands it on the boy he has chosen, the boy's mind is full of fear. The old man's mind feels only the years, and she walks behind the basket, digs into her bare skin. The bow is slung across her shoulders. The arrows is in her hand. The torches sit unlit in the basket on her back. Grasses whip against her legs, but her feet are tough and ain't seen green by her feet. Nesting and armed, a snake coils ready to strike. Its body pulls on itself around and around, and it tenses, holds, but they pass and it uncoils, curling around its eggs once more, so she doesn't see the snake. And yet she's thinking. She's thinking about the mark she made in the fire, land, sand. Something is trying to sneak to her, but it goes as it tries to appear in her thoughts. Then she thinks. Then she's thinking about something else. Three things: the fronds of ferns. Let me see how you say this word. Is it fawns? Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. We got Google right here.
Frond.
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 Fronds of ferns. The shell of a snail. And then a falcon. She saw the bird on the walk before the waterfall and saw it stooping from the sky. Saw her how it is dropped and it's not in a line, but the shape of the shell, the form of the fern tip, round and down, far below to the ground. That rhymes. The falcon, the ferns, the shell, they are all trying to tell her something, but now she does not know what it is. She cannot know what it is, not yet. Chapter 9. The cave has waited for almost all of time, waiting for people to come and make their marks. The cave has waited since the rocks were young, just after the face of the world cooled. When the volcanoes grew still, when the cliffs were pushed up to the sky, it was a long wait during which nothing lived. Stars burned out in the heavens while it waited, until finally somebody, tiny filament, found a way to copy itself, some long strand of twisting complexity which made itself anew, and then there were two ages ached through the heavenly. Let me see how to say this word. I don't want to keep messing this up. That's why we got Google right here. We're learning today. Learning today. Heaving. Okay, heaving. Heaving dark and burning light as the filaments grew, slowly organized, preparing for the invasion of the eruption of life. And then the cave waited no more, and ferns grew at its feet, spread and changed, and there were plants, primal and bare, the first flowers, brutal trees, and reached into the air with the energy of the young, with the infectiousness power of the young information inside of them, and the cave was no longer alone. Then came the beasts, the first small creatures, things that crawled without eyes, things that slither, things that heard by smell. Okay, and saw with sound, things with hard shells, things without bones. Next there were legs, fur, teeth, fangs, horns, and now at last the people came to the high hanging cave to make marks in the dark. For lifetimes of men they have come to the cave, and the hunters hurl their spears, they draw the beast on the wall. But before they could draw the beast, before they could draw a horse or deer or bull, they must announce themselves to the dark. With the print of their hand at the mouth of the cave is their way, each and every one who has made it to the caves and have left the outside of their hand on the wall. Orchery. I need to know how to say this word. Orchery. 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 How do you say this word?
Ochre.
Ochre. Ochre. Ochre. Ochre. Ochre. Ochre. Ochre. Ochre. Blonde. Blown through a reed. Red powder blown over the hand held against the rock, and the negative print of the hand is made. Then each one who goes to the cave must make it in his mark and his alone, with some sign inside the outline. 2 dots, perhaps 3 lines, cross lines, forking lines, 5 dots, each one different, and he goes to the cave now. Has made his mark over 40 times. So old he is. 40 times the same mark, 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines he will make again. On his final trip, it is 2 lines he has in his mind, and he walks with the boy and the girl who bleeds, but he does not give children. Chapter 10. Throughout the wet, dark forest, she walks behind the boy, the one who goes to the cave, which leads the way by owl light and half shine of the moon, which will operate on them tonight. The basket is hurling her back. She stops for a moment while the ferns wind around her feet and lifts the weight from her. Waits, then walks on after the boy, then the man, while the ferns cry out after her, saying, "Understand us, know us, be us." She doesn't hear them because her eyes are back on the back of the boy, who is to become what she wants to be. She sees his weak arms, his skinny legs, then he knows his bad eyes need to keep close to the old man ahead. She hurries close to the gap and almost slams into the boy. The face of the cliff, the ways lead up into the dark. He goes to the cave, doesn't stop, doesn't look, and he whispers one word: "Climb!" So they climb. Crawling, trailing plants, they make their way, hand over hand, toe hand hold. In the mind of he who goes to the cave, in a single thought, dawn is close. As they reach the height of the tallest tree, a breeze hits them fresh dawn air, and he doesn't need to look over his shoulder to see the light is coming soon. They need to hurry. He increases the pace of his climb, and the boy is left behind. And behind him, lower down, she knows why she was brought to carry, because the boy is not strong enough to climb with the basket on his back. And she came to the treetop and can see hand hold ahead of her, and yet the boy is holding her up. And she calls to him gently, worried he might fall back to the forest floor. He doesn't reply, but he moves on, and so slowly they lift their way up the rock wall, which runs with water and young green moss. Her back is hurting and her arms ache. As she pulls herself higher, one reach at a time, she looks up. He goes to the cave. Has gone from the sight. And with relief, she knows the cave is nearly done. 3 more reaches, and the boy goes too. Flips from the sight onto the shelf. 3 more reaches, and her hand waves into the air. Her wrist is grabbed by the old man, and he pulls her onto the shelf. Crawls to safety next to the boy, who lies panting beside her. She rolls onto her back, sits up, and her eyes widens. There is a world before her, the whole world, wide and far below her. The forest, though which they walk, the lake and plains below, the far hills, still dim to see, but the lake sits like a slab of black. Okay, we can stop at chapter 11. I'm not gonna lie, that was good though. Okay, chapter 11. 1, 2. Like, come on, like, but like, I'm gonna see you guys like tomorrow. Like, we're being consistent with these videos. I'm telling you, I'm not stopping. Like, we being consistent. Day 2, come on. But make sure you guys like and subscribe.